let's just talk about preferences in terms of they prefer to have a system where they're leaving reps in reserve, and then they might save a set to failure in a specific periodized fashion. And then you have a few of the other people I've spoken with, yourself, Ben Howard, Mitch, even. It seems to be the Brits, actually.
It's the Dorian, the JP. It's like they create like Dorian started it and JP really like Dorian lit the match and JP created the bonfire. They created a cult. They created a cult of people that just love to train in this way. So yeah.
No, and that's what I was, and there is a few that I'm missing right now. I mean, actually, Siobhan Cunningham will leave everything out on the table. Now, obviously, the variance in terms of how you're doing that is going to be different amongst who I'm speaking with, obviously, as far as that, the specifics of the approach, but that he does not use an RIR. Like, he's not leaving anything in the tank. Let's just put it that way.
I don't think Siobhan knows what RIR is.
No, this is not part of his vocabulary, right? So, but it's interesting because I think it's it could be a personality thing as well.
I think it is. I think it is. I think those that really like training with RIR are those that do really fall in love with like the analytical side of bodybuilding, and they truly like to have like a very firm awareness of everything that they do. And I truly respect that. Like, I'm very analytical, but I wouldn't say that I'm like hyper analytical of maybe more of the like research side of bodybuilding. I'm probably what you would say is more, I take more scope on anecdotal or in the trenches kind of like, you know, I'll go up and ask people what works for you, you know, what has worked for you, what have you done, you know, on a client call when we get started with coaching. I'll be like, okay, tell me what you've done for like the past 5 years. Tell me what you thought worked. Tell me what you thought didn't work. And I think, you know, it all comes down to, yeah, you're right, you know, personality, and I mean, ultimately just what you enjoy. I definitely used to be like one of these people, I must admit, you know, 100%. I used to be one of these people that said, oh, you know, RIR is wrong, you shouldn't do that. And I used to very strongly disagree with it. And now I look back on that and just, I cringe really at that guy, at that young kind of immature version of myself that wasn't open-minded enough to say, look, you know, these guys are building great physiques with this approach. They can absolutely go ahead and do it. And if it's what you enjoy, you should absolutely pursue that side of training. I'm just here to say what I like and what I enjoy. And if people can resonate with me and then also like and enjoy it themselves in their own sessions, fantastic. I'm all for it.
So let's talk about frequency. How often are you training right now? And on average, is it different between off season and prep? Maybe you can dive into that a little bit, given the nature of how hard you train.
Of course. So yeah, no, I think 100% what you said there, my exercise selection, the way that I train really does mean that my frequency has to be a certain way.